Okay, let's go.
Hello, hello.
Hi there, it's Jarek speaking.
I'm Szymon.
And welcome to our live stream. This is another live stream for a new campaign.
Yeah, a new campaign.
Just started.
Yeah, just launched.
Just launched. Yeah.
Let's see how quickly we can hit that goal.
Okay, so what we have on the play today. First of all, we're gonna go through some questions. There are some questions, and we're gonna go through the page. I do have some miniatures to show you, some painted ones, because this project is a Battleground. It's a Battleground. It's a game which we developed a couple of years ago. It was on the release in Europe, only in Europe, and the community was growing and such. But this year, at the beginning of this year, we had a new deal with Mattel, and which allow us to actually get this game into United States. So this is kind of USA launch, along with a expansion basically. So there's gonna be much more content, and yeah, much more content. We have lots of stretch goals, by the way. So
yeah, some really exciting stretch. There's one in particular that I think it's going to be very exciting for a lot of new players and also veterans, which is definitely going to help you build your lists. So yeah, you can look forward to that. That's
correct. Yes. Also the number of stretch goals. So what we decided to do is also a bunch of stretch goals which are based on your demands from your demands basically. So there's a number of things like tokens and such. So you will find them as well as a stretch goals. Something you really wanted. Yeah, we collect at least basically from the feedback. But, in terms of game itself, I think as a company we are extremely proud of this game. It's one of the games which, as I mentioned, it grew naturally. And it shows that the game is quite interesting. It's been highly scored on the Board Game Geek. There is still audience, and we're just launching a number of tournaments across the Europe. So we just had a Masters in Poland.
Yeah.
Masters in Spain, Masters in Poland. We had Masters in. We will have Masters now in Germany. I believe the German tournament's going to be starting now up. Now the next obvious move will be having a tournament in the UK. So that's going to be next step. And obviously, because of this game is being launched in the United States, we're also going to be looking at the growing community in the United States. And run the tournaments. Yeah, let's go maybe.
Yeah. So for those unfamiliar with Battleground, it's a very living game. So we release expansions and waves as time progresses to shake up the meta. So once you finish this campaign, maybe we'll release some more factions and whatnot.
Oh, well, we'll definitely release more factions. We are, as I mentioned, we signed a new deal in January this year. So this means we have another at least 3 years of full support. And we are supporting our games, and those ones which are living games, definitely. So this already had like 7 waves of products released across the last couple of years, which means there's, I think when we finish campaign, we're looking at about 11, roughly 11, 11, what's the name? 11 waves. So
yeah, that's not even mentioning the promo models that we release from time to time.
Oh yeah, you also got that. You also have that. Yeah, it finally comes to the rest of the world. That's correct. Yeah. Almost. We are still locked to regions, so-called. So that new region is basically USA, Canada, Australia and New Zealand. So that's what we have.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a new version of Battlegrounds. It's we will be possibly making some slight changes to the core rulebook, adding some stuff in.
I think one of the stretch goals, one of the first stretch goals is going to be there, which is what we plan to do for one of the stretch goals is to a little bit expand on the rulebook itself. We did that partially in one of the waves, which allows you to play 4 players. But it's gonna be now in the base rulebook. Also, the rulebook will be incorporating some small questions which they were asked during the the years of this game. But
yeah, so it's not a new version. Yeah, we're just releasing more content for it, and also letting the people that weren't able to previously get it now.
Exactly.
Game is lovely. Going deep into the deck and roster building is a bit of a pain until until someone does a better army list builder. Yeah, apparently the mic volume is kind of low.
Mic volume is low. I mean, it shows. Maybe we can have to close. Keep it. Have it a little bit closer. Okay, maybe now it's better. Martin, if you could confirm. So. Now, about the army building list, yes, it's on a plate and it's going to be one of the stretch goals, that's for sure. And what we're looking at is just full mobile support for that. So, yeah, it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen.
Poit says, it would be great if the game could get more presence in the Netherlands. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so what we do, what we did, and what we're still doing anyway, is the tournament packs. So I think last year we have released the tournament packs, which allows fans to actually run the tournaments. So if you're one of them and you would like to join and be part of the growing community, you may always get in touch with us and set up the tournaments. Now, I did mention that we going to run now tournament in Poland and obviously in Germany and such, and in Spain. Spain is actually community growing very, very well. But at some point we might actually think about the nationals, like a European tournaments. Why not? And get people to actually there. Mm-hmm. But what is also important, actually, this game is very easy for casuals. So it's not like only you go and play. You have to play tournaments, because I keep saying about the tournaments. But in general, the casuals also enjoying quite good. And also, the Wave Second, I think, is like a co-op game, right?
Yeah.
Second Wave with Dino.
Yeah, it has a co-op mode, so you can play that with your friends or family. Well,
there's several options to play it. So yeah.
It's actually a funny story. The friend of one of my friends actually plays this game, and he was actually really impressed with like the quality of the models, and I was actually really shocked to hear about that. Because he doesn't know, obviously, that I work here. Which is actually very interesting.
Cool. It's always good to be shocked about the quality of minis. And as we talk about the quality of minis, I do have some on my desk. So, I mean, this is the best of the best we can manufacture and produce in our house. Fine.
Good for casuals, but can an experienced player crush their casual evil sister in this game? Asking for a friend. Yes, you can definitely crush people if you are very experienced, but I don't recommend it. It will lead to ruined friendships.
Like in every skirmish game. So, what else there? I had hoped that it will grow in Poland. I'm counting on the next year tournaments. Definitely, we're going to be supporting... Oh, let me switch the camera quickly. Oh my goodness, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Almost reached the goal already.
So, we're almost there. I think if I refresh the page, we'll be there, but let's stay for a second. So, thank you very much and congratulations. We got it. We hit the target. Just in a second.
Yeah, any second now.
But anyway, what I was going to say, yes, you can count on the tournaments next year. Now, this is kind of long story, not long story short about the tournaments here, but in the past we didn't have those tournaments whatsoever, and the sole reasons why we have in tournaments now in the Battleground, it was basically because we needed to train people to organize tournaments and such. So in one hand, we wanted to get people to know the game, and at the same time you wanted people to, from our side of view, our business side of view, to get actually that knowledge how to run tournaments, how to organize everything and such. So it's been actually a great experience. Michał was running that. Michał Tukan was running the tournament, especially was supporting tournaments in Poland, which is great. So we're quite happy about it, and really great job he did. Great job he did. Yes.
Archon, will you add vehicles like the Dragon Walker to the game?
We did already add some vehicles.
Oh, they can't really hear you from there. Yeah, we have added some vehicles, and it's probably like in the plans in the future.
Yes, we are. I was looking for the miniature. One sec.
Karma has it that every time you plan on crushing a casual, you get to remind them that sixes can keep on exploding.
I mean, you know what is great about this game? There's several things we incorporated in the rules, and those ones are kind of self-balancing rules. One of the things is losing a miniature. In some cases, you may say it's painful to actually lose your miniature because you play 3 or 4 miniatures per side. But at the same time, you're getting additional cards, activation cards, which allows actually for other miniatures to be fully boosted. So I've seen some crazy games. I played some crazy games. And I did mention this, I don't know how many times on our live chat I did mention this, that I'm extremely enjoying this game. And it gives me that sense of insecurity when you play the game. So it's not like, oh, I've got a plan, I will ruin you, I know what I'm doing and such. And all of a sudden your enemy actually plays 1 or 2 actions, and then you, oh my goodness, I need to do a new plan and I need to work out what I'm going to do. And this is what I absolutely love about this game. This urgent need of having plan B, having plan C and such. So I love that. And yeah, so this is something which I'm really let me just go back to this camera. I want to show you this.
Yeah, that's the Battleground.
That's one of the first vehicles we did. And yeah, we're gonna be making more and supporting more. And expect more diners. So where we are. My goodness, we are hitting.
Yeah,
we are storming. We are storming. That's great. That's great. We're gonna run out of stretch goals again.
Well, it's a good problem to have.
Yep.
Great game. Will the mounted heroes and villains promo models be available via another avenue, for example, regular sales? Yeah, so the way we do this is every time we go to a trade show or an event, these models are available through our online store. And you can grab them there either at the event or through the online store, of course.
Yeah. We did want to do it slightly different originally. We wanted to do... we wanted to release those miniatures and send them to as a partially like a release, additional release model that will allow people to actually run the tournament. So they went actually the first initial one. I can tell you full story, which was my stupid idea, and we needed to back out from that idea. So this miniature was released as a first one, right? So we sent like thousands of these miniatures to our distributors and suppliers to encourage them to run tournaments. And we find out very quickly that, you know, the distributors are not the right doors to knock in terms of actually running tournaments, because what they did, they just sent them randomly out, and all of a sudden they just end up being on sale for some completely ridiculous money, crazy money.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even with like the text on the box that says "not for sale," you know, it's not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. So all of a sudden, we just realized we're gonna have to do it slightly different. But as far as I know, what we do for the stretch for the tournaments pack, you will find at least one special miniature there, or one limited miniature there in that tournament pack, right? Do I have a? I don't have it anymore. I had it like a massive He-Man here. There is. So I want to show you this against my head, which is like a balloon head. So this is how big it is. This is He-Man. That was the prize for the first place. Fully legal. Needs to be legal. That was the first prize reward.
Not fully gold though, unfortunate.
No. I think it is. It is more precious than a gold, by the way. More precious than a gold.
That is true.
At some point it will be. I mean, by the weight itself, definitely. When you weigh this and compared to gold. But next year we have in plans another model. Another model for the first place, and probably this model will stay for the second place, and we're gonna be rotating that way. More people will be able to actually get the same model, but maybe not gold, but silver or brown. Yeah, brown? Oh, yeah, brown. Bronze one, right? Yeah. So that's what it is. That's the plan. That's the plan for next year. So yeah, definitely we're going to support that. Oh, we have some winner here. We have the winner here. He's saying he's got the gold one, so we have a winner on a chat, in a chat. Tell us what you think about the game.
Marcus G, I really wish Captain Pledge had access to mana tokens Champion Edition as well, since I already bought everything.
It would be interesting to actually think about that somehow, to add it maybe as a kind of strategy. We'll think, we'll see what we can do.
Well, it would have to be as an add-on at this point, because the campaign's already live.
Yeah, I know, as add-on. Maybe as a stretch goal.
Maybe, yeah, that's also possible.
We will see where we go, and where we are at the moment currently at, where we're sitting. 52,000.
53.
53,000, wow. It's doing great. It's doing great. He's the Polish champion, that's good. You know what, you have to come around to our new office once we set up in new office. I want to play against you. Not like I'm gonna be muscling or whatever, but yeah, I would like to we can actually invite those people who win the tournament at some point to our new office. We're gonna have great tables and great place to actually great spaces to play. Our current office is kind of not the best representation of our company because it's old. Yeah.
So Hendo says, will UK Games Expo have promotional minis? I believe they will they be at the event?
Yes, they might be at the event. Obviously, yeah. Not at the price you see in here. They're going to be much more expensive, I believe. But yes, you will find them also at this type of events. We have to have them because this is part of our deal with you, that we're going to have those special miniatures at the events we go to. So yes.
And it just in case, if it's not at any of the events we go to, it will always be available through our website.
You can translate this one if you want.
Oh, yeah, the game is nice. It's at the top of my list for skirmishes and war games. And a large inspiration is X-Wing. And Jarek, one of our designers, of course, the lead designer for this game, said that it was one of his inspirations. And he's currently awaiting the new factions, and he hopes that the game will develop and grow.
The game definitely going to grow, and the game is going to be developed.
Archon, why not use your Prismacast for color plastic tokens?
That is a very good idea. A question.
I'd like to see it on the terrain we have. Personally,
I was thinking terrain, but we have so much on the plate for the Prismacast that I was a little bit worried that we're not going to be able. However, something to note about the Prismacast tokens, plastic tokens. That's something that's a very good idea. Because one, they're small, they're flat, so we can actually run the machine much more faster. And we haven't thought about that, so yeah, we have a great process. We haven't connected the dots.
Maybe in the stretch goals, maybe in the pledge manager, we'll see.
Yeah, well, I like that idea. Especially that we have them for the tournaments pack. We've made them in different metallic colors. But for this campaign, we could think about this. Yes.
Will the upgraded rulebook be available in print separately or just as PDF and core box? We'll probably have to replace it on the website. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a digital era anyway, so we have to provide those books mandatory. We don't keep any rule books whatsoever not available, so you will find them on our page. Yes.
I accept store credit in exchange for consultation fees. we'll have to sort something out then in that case. Yep. Only those delicious chocolate with the He-Man. The golden one, yeah. That's an idea for next time.
Yeah, Michał mentioned that if you could...
the Champion Edition tokens are available as part of the tournament pack. So you can get your local game store, friendly game store, to organize a tournament, and if you win, you'll be able to get it. Exactly.
I'm looking at my shelf because I had it somewhere here, one set, so I'm not quite sure whether you have seen them. I'm not quite sure if you have seen the tournament ones. Are they basic? They basic, I think. Yeah, no, they limited edition mana tokens. No, they are. The normal tokens looks like that. So you have the mana tokens. They look like that. right? So these ones were there, and I think the what we did for the tournament was basically we made them in the metallic colors. I don't have it on my shelf, unfortunately. I have it, but then show you this, bro. That's what it is. We're going through some stretch goal. Wow, 65. 65. We're going through a good number of the stretch goals. Sorry for being chaotic today a little bit.
Are there any characters or that you can't use due to licensing restrictions? This is likely a question for Jakub, if he's in the chat right now.
But I can quickly answer this question. In general, we have a license for so-called Master of the Universe Classic, and we can use all the characters from Classic. So if you have seen the book, we have a massive book like this, like 400 pages of book, which have a number of models, a number of toys there designed for the Classic, and we can use every single one which is Classic one, which goes fall into Classic category.
Probably not any of the newer designs, like in the most recent He-Man show.
No.
Yeah.
The newest one won't be. We won't be able to do that. However, the full story about the metal, everything. I don't know if I told you the story about it. How we got this license. It's my suspicion, kind of. Not suspicion, but I'm suspecting that was the true story case back at the Metal HQ. It was I came to the office one day and I literally had a dream that we are making Masters of the Universe game. And I just shared it in the office with the guys and said, look, I had a dream last night that we make actually He-Man board game. Obviously, everybody just laughed off a little bit about it. But anyway, I did start doing some search to see who's got a license. Obviously, the first point of contact was Mattel. And I was lucky enough to actually get in touch with Mattel. And then Mattel told me, look, we actually don't have a license for Masters of the Universe. You have to go to the DreamWorks studio. I was kind of surprised. I mean, what's going on? I mean, Mattel gave the license away and nobody knew about this. What's happening? So I get in touch with DreamWorks. And they at DreamWorks were basically 3 months later. They came back to me after 3 months. They're saying, oh, look, we actually don't have a license anymore. And we don't know who's got it now. So then I went back to Mattel with all that information. I said to Mattel, look, actually, maybe somebody should go and look into this vault, of the licenses you gave away, or the IPs you gave away to people, or sold IPs. Maybe there is something in that 80s or 90s vault, which holds some paper, which maybe is now overdue or something, And again, there was silence from Mattel for about 3 months, and all of a sudden I've got an email saying, oh, by the way, we're happy to give you license. Only for Europe, but we're happy to give you license. So I think I just initiated something in there that they just realized that actually they own the license for the Mattel. And to my surprise, we were not the first. I mean, Szymon got the other part of back then, Szymon got the other side of the another pound, the United States one. And yeah, it was actually a funny story. I mean, very, very suspicious story about it. But what's good about it, it seems like Mattel did a lot of refresh of this IP, and not only refresh, they actually relaunched many things, and there's a lots of things coming in the pipeline. I'm having a meeting with Mattel at the Las Vegas licensing show this week. Between the lines, I can tell you that there's going to be more games and more products coming from Masters of the Universe, especially from Masters as well.
Here's one. Mouse mount for the board, or as an option, or as I have asked multiple times in previous AMAs, faction dice.
Faction dice, yes. Faction dice, yes. I believe part of the stretch goals.
Why possibly? I know they're somewhere in there. I'm not sure where though.
In design, we will have the faction dice. Finally, we're gonna have them because I know you were asking for it. I push on it, and we designed them.
So what about mouse mats and card sleeves? Have you thought about that?
Mouse mats for?
Yeah. You mean for the game? I mean for Mortal in general.
Okay, so that's the tricky one because we have to make. This product is made in Europe, by the way. Yeah,
this game.
The product itself, the game is made in Europe. And if I was going to make any additional component, I would have to make that in Europe. So unfortunately, the cost of manufacturing for mouse mat or polyurethane mats, basically, it's extremely expensive in Europe. And we had a very bad experience with mats we did for the Encounters Kickstarter, no, Game Fund, sorry, not Kickstarter. I wasn't happy with the quality, and the manufacturer said to me that he's unable to do anything because this is what it is. It is what it is, basically. So I don't know. I
may have misheard though, but I heard they were opening a massive plastic manufacturing plant in the Netherlands, I believe. So maybe that will change in the future. Who knows?
Maybe we will see. We will see how we can actually. I mean, I know there's one of the Polish company who wants to sell the business, and they actually in the mat business or gaming mats business, and the gaming mats, I mean, for the 40K and such and for such a systems. But at this stage, we are not in the position to actually expand it anymore because we have tons of work on our plate. So at this stage, unfortunately, I would say no, because I don't want to,
overextend.
Not only overextend, I don't want to get some product from China. I'm not going to be happy with the quality. Yeah. Okay.
I will miss Roboto because no license for Slovenia. So I believe Roboto will be available normally. It's the version we have for the follower gift. He's actually a unique version. He's in clear plastic, which won't be available normally, I believe. Yeah. I believe it's unique for this campaign. But Roboto will be available for purchase like normally in the future, I believe.
Yeah. That's correct, yes. Okay. Can you refresh stretch goals for me? Can you refresh the page? We see stretch goals we have on the plate. Okay. So we have another item cards and such. So that's great.
Yeah, we've passed 70,000.
I'm going to be at PyRCon, by the way. So I'm going to be at PyRCon.
I plan to cosplay there, so.
Ah, that's good. Wasn't aware about that.
I'll see if I can finish it in time.
I'm going to be at PyRCon. However, I'm gonna be very shortly at the stand itself. So if you wanna, see me at some point in time and have a chat, then we're gonna have to arrange this meeting basically, because I'm going there. There's a number of things I wanna discuss with some people. I wanna go for some panels. PyRCon for me is actually great for business to business, a kind of business mixer. And I had a great meeting last year with Jervis Johnson from XGW, and now he's actually working with us on the game. So he's got like 40 years of designing games experience and such. So it's a great it's a great experience. So yeah, to be there. So I need to connect more. Yeah.
Tomasz says, I don't exactly understand exactly what is included in each wave. Can you explain it shortly? Man at Arms and Champion bundles. Yeah, so the waves in the pledges, there are separate wave bundles you can get. We can actually show the website as well. But this is all explained, I believe, in the campaign page if you scroll a bit further down.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
So the page itself, obviously, 2 to 4 players, 60 minutes to 120. This is real time, by the way. 8.5 on the board game, which is great. 14 players and organized play, which we have. This is all the languages the game is available, by the way, right? So this is not limited to any, probably most of the languages, except to Slavic. Well, yeah. Well, there's a Polish. Right. So quickly, what you get: stretch pay. So you can actually go and pay with 6 installments. You don't have to pay it straight away. We're happy to wait for that. Stretch goals, lots of stretch goals. What's new stretch goals? The things you always wanted to have, and we can keep asking us discounts. These discounts does not include anything you're gonna get as a stretch goal, so this discount will go up. Some additional bits and bobs which we going to make for you.
Just on the dice tray, because someone just mentioned it in the comments. You won't be able to see it in your pledge. This is something that we will add to your package once we ship it out.
Yeah.
So as long as you have the prior backer tag on GameFound, of course. So you can just check by commenting anything on the campaign page, and if you have the prior backer tag, then yes, we will send the dice tray to you.
Yeah. Okay, so we have description. Do we have full description of every single?
Yeah, it should be somewhere further down.
So that's what you're going to get, and then on the page itself, add-ons. So this is what you find. You're going to find the core game. So minis, cards, heroes, cards, minis, terrain pieces. Everything is obviously plastic. And then lots of weapon cards, item cards, spell cards. And then you will also find the Fate and Glory cards. This is the key point of this game, by the way, right? Dice, tokens, and such. Same goes for the expansions, for the large expansion. This is the new expansion, by the way. This is this campaign expansion, as well as the this campaign expansion. One of the miniature model we're still waiting for approval.
Yeah, we're still waiting for approval. But I'm pretty sure it's sculpted, right?
It is.
Yeah,
I mean, the silhouette is there, so I think it's
just waiting for approval, and we'll show it when it's ready for approval.
Okay, here is what inside. If you click here, and then if you click on every single wave, and it will give you explanation what you're going to find in a wave. So you get force fields. Now, this is very important. This is something you might not know, but what we do for every single wave, and this is a good prime example. You find wave 1, then you find wave 1 additional rules. So we always expand the rules with every single wave, because you will not only find the miniatures for your faction, not only additional items, but then you will find also some 3D pieces, elements, which allow you to play slightly differently. So in this case, we had the force fields, which didn't allow, once you place it, it reduces the movement of the miniatures. Same goes to wave 1. Evil Warriors, and with that pack we had like teleporters, which allows to teleport your heroes across the board, right? So you place one teleporter and the second teleporter, you teleport from one to another one. Obviously there's always way to countering this one. We always allow people to countering this way of playing. And then every single wave's got something, as I mentioned. So wave 3, and you specifically ask for the wave 3, right? Champion bundles. Okay, we'll go to that in a sec.
Those are just the pledges.
Yeah, that was a crater. Yeah. I think this is the like a bomb. You place the bomb and then bomb blow up and actually create a crater, which is difficult terrain then, especially for them. Yeah. So every single wave changed slightly. This one's got the gas tank and then miniatures. So change meta slightly, and that was the idea for this game. So kind of once you play the game, you play it like 3-4 times, and then we will release a new small pack, and the $16 pack. With a $16, you get really a lot of the gameplay itself changes, right? So that allow you to actually do something else. And then we have the factions expansions, right? So that's the New Horde faction which we released last year. It comes with the miniatures, comes with its own unique terrain. You have cards, obviously. New weapon packs and additional Fate and Glory cards. Right. So Masters of the Universe faction. So what you're gonna find here, this is wave number 5. Miniatures, cards, special elements. This one doesn't have terrain. I think it doesn't have a terrain because you have a slightly different way of playing with this system, right? But then you have additional rules. And by the way, all those rules, if you're interested in more deeply into how the changes goes with every single wave and every single expansion, you may download it and find it by yourself on our page. Okay. Wave 6, Mood Monster. Right. So that was the plan. That was the idea for this game, and that every single wave give you something. Not only miniatures, and somebody mentioned that it was we have like inspiration from X-Wing. Yes, but it was little bit updated, because you're not only gonna get like minis, you get like lots of minis.
Apparently, according to Jakub, the model was just approved. So if you update the page right now, F5 it, you can see it in its glory.
It's not, glory. I don't think it's there. Was approved, but I don't think the graphic was updated. Okay. I
mean, Jakub said F5.
F5? No, it's not there.
Okay, it's not there yet. Okay, well.
Sure. Slowly. There's no point.
Okay, your mouse is terrible. I'm sorry. Get a new one.
Okay, I'm gonna get at some point a new mouse. Right. Anyhow, that's what it is. If you have any more questions about the gameplay itself. Yeah. So
I've already answered this one.
Okay, good. We can keep it now on the page, because more people are going to be asking probably. That's it. That's what it is. So there's a limitation on the game found, right, which doesn't allow yet. I know they working on it to actually update this one at some point, game found itself. So yeah, we're waiting for them to actually have this feature. But we have a solution to this feature, tested solution, so it works. So yeah. That's the live link, and I think we have more videos which are coming today on YouTube, which will allow you to actually go and see the game in full glory.
Oh, apparently it's up. I mean, I don't know. Rick's just in the chat just said it's showing.
That's great. What is showing?
The miniature, the Biotops.
Okay, let me just refresh the page. 92,000. We're getting close to 100,000. That's very good result for this game. Really good result. Let me scroll it slowly down. There's more things to talk about it. I mean, let me just make. I'm looking at the page and you're looking at my face. That's not. Welcome to Archon Studio. How they say? Almost there. Right. But about the gameplay, you have. We have the power. Definitely, we have the power. See that one there. By the way, your logo is Orko, and this is my favorite model. It is my favorite model, not only visually but also gameplay. I mean, I absolutely love it. It's so unpredicted. Yeah, so that was actually quite good rule there, because you have mana tokens which allow you to counter your luck. So if you don't have a luck in dice, you might actually have a luck in your strategy and have enough mana tokens in order to actually have a rerolls and such. So that is a good strategy there. So
is there luck involved in strategy?
Always, because you're dice rolling.
I guess.
Yeah, you may say, yeah, but the lady average will always come back to you whenever you play, and she will balance your dice. But you know, it's all about those, you know, small, tiny bits. Which, if you're not lucky, it's great to have it. So yeah, great to have option to actually adjust your luck. What's going? Right. So I'm going too far actually, because the most important bits about why to support is actually on this page here. So we've got a mana. Asymmetrical gameplay. Obviously, it is asymmetrical because you build kind of your heroes with items and such. So yeah. And the biggest one is this. That's the biggest one for this game. So the biggest mechanic. Yeah, the way you activating models, the way you try to trick the opponent, and this is what I'm saying about your strategy. So when you plan out your strategy before the round starts, that's what I do. And you have those cards in the hand. You know, okay, I'll play this card and that card and that card, and you have a great plan. All of a sudden, the enemy just plays some card. It takes initiative. And all of a sudden, you're unable to, you know, get your plan moving, and you have to just change it on the go, on the spot. And this is what creates a little bit of not stress situation, but exciting situation, because you have to come up with something completely new, and it needs to work. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your heroes, or you're gonna lose your game, and such. The game also has got the draw mechanic, right? So. It's not all that you can win by 1 point, by the way. So you have to have at least, I think it was, last time was 10 points more than your enemy, or 20 points more than enemy to actually win it. Otherwise, it's just basically drawing a game. So I think it's good. I hate losing game 1 point against the enemy, especially when you have to collect, like, you know, you finish game with 70, 80, 90 points. 1 point is just 1%. Winning game with 1%, it's not fair. Because it happens, right? So we eliminate the that factor as well. So yeah, we also give you chance like in chess, so you can always say to your enemy, would you accept the draw? And enemy might say yes, or enemy might, you know, try to carry on playing. So yeah. Right, let's go through questions.
Securin says, is Ireland not included in the EU region or list of countries to ship to or to back from? I'm based in Northern Ireland, but I can't choose UK either. I'm pretty sure in this case, if you're not from Northern Ireland, I think you will have to still select UK.
But I can't choose UK either?
Well, that does sound strange, though, if you can't choose the UK.
Yeah, it would be big shame if we cannot choose UK.
That definitely does sound very strange.
Yeah.
You should be able to choose UK in the pledge manager. We'll have to look into that one.
Jakub, have a look on that one. What's happening? UK should be fully clickable and you can easily choose, and then just change it to Northern Ireland.
There is some additional paperwork though, because it's I'm pretty sure they're still in the same like VAT zone, in the same customs union as the EU, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
It just works differently there.
Apparently we have it where this will be. I'm guessing it will be here. Yeah.
There it is.
By the way. There is. We have it. So it's on the page now. So you'll know exactly what you will find in this the dinosaurs with guns. Right. That would be actually
It reminds me so much of Kung Fury. It's so good.
So what's the name? What's the name? How to pronounce your name? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
It's just Kieran.
Kieran. Okay.
I think.
Sorry if you're pronouncing your name wrongly. Have a look, because apparently you cannot keep yourself available. You should be able to choose UK with no problems, no issues. Do we have any backers here on the chat from UK which just selected UK and there was no issues whatsoever? Just in case, asking just in case, because we had like problem today. We couldn't get a what's the name on a test site. We couldn't select the Italy for some reason, but I think it's working, because we would have had some, like in chat somebody mentioned that. Okay, we passed 100. We passed 100 in 41 minutes.
100 whole dollars.
Jesus Christ!
Congratulations!
Congratulations! Thank you.
I'm just kidding, of course. You guys are doing great.
Yeah. Right. There is. I like that model. Eldor. Absolutely. I had it somewhere here. Was actually it was sent off for painting.
This is a question: will you be adding more vehicles? It's possibly in the future. Yeah.
Yes. And more dinos.
Yeah, more dinos.
Also kind of like vehicles. But I think there's one more dino to come, right? In the stretchables, so stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Oh, Felix mentioned that he's from the UK and he worked fine. So, okay, that's cool. So that is clickable. That's good.
Yep. Maybe we can go through some comments
sure,
on the actual page.
Go there.
Yeah.
I'll give you a microphone now so you can go through it.
The scroll wheel really isn't the best.
I don't know what you're doing with the scroll that is actually doing that fast, but okay, fine.
What does returning backers mean? How do I know if I'm getting a free Archon dice tray? So again, if you have this prior back attack, like this person right here, you are eligible for the free dice tray. Is this game available in Ireland? I don't believe that Ireland itself is on the list of countries, if I recall correctly, but Northern Ireland is if you select UK. How do I remove/edit items in my pledge? I'm logged in for an unpaid add-on. So I believe you should still be able to change it. I believe you should be able to,
unless it was like PayPal payment. I don't know.
Oh yeah, sure. Possibly if it's a PayPal payment.
If that was a PayPal payment, I'm not quite sure whether we have PayPal payment here. But if that was PayPal payment, let us know. Send us a message straight away, and then we will fix it for you. This means we're gonna have to refund it, that one, I believe, and then you have to go through again. Yeah.
I'm missing the follower gift Roboto in my pledge. Will it be added at the end of the campaign, or should it be there? So the follower gift should definitely be in your pledge, but the returning backroll, so again, the dice tray won't be visible, because we'll add it into your package manually. Not to your pledge, you won't see it, but it will be in your package.
The question is whether they see that one as a backers?
Yeah, you should always definitely see the follower gift. If it's not there, then, well, we have a problem, Houston.
Well, the problem will be we're gonna have to get in touch with you. But
yeah,
what we usually do before the campaign goes like, you know, shipping stage or whatsoever, you're gonna get definitely email from us saying, I check your pledge and such. And if you still gonna be missing there, just send us an email and we will just add it manually, make sure it's there. Now this is much easier project for us because this project is, as I mentioned, manufactured here in Europe, in Poland. So we will have a full control over this and what goes in the parcels as well. So we don't have to count on any third-party companies to do the pick and packing for us.
Yeah, and no promises, but you know, we do have a pretty good track record for our internal campaigns. Yeah. We do tend to deliver earlier than we officially say, because you know, we have full control over the entire process.
Yep.
So here's another question: can I add the Fields of Eternia Dragon expansion and Orko? No, this is not planned for this campaign. Possibly in the future we'll run another campaign for Fields of Eternia. But yeah, for this campaign you won't be able to add those games. Or that game into your pledge. Captain Pledge doesn't seem to work properly. I can select one of 6 promo models, but there's no way to add an extra promo model as indicated in the pledge advert. Also, not all options, not all expansions are listed, etc. Also, will Captain Pledge still get updated rulebook? I believe it should work without issues, but we can check now.
Click on the pledge.
Well, we can check from here, the Captain Pledge. So here we have this Captain Pledge. As you can see, you can select the expansion. So this is something that may be slightly confusing. You won't be able to see, obviously, like the numbers here, they may look a bit strange to you if you see them for the first time. So, you know, like Wave 2, Wave 4, Wave 7. These waves, they were expansion waves. So these boxes are slightly larger than the smaller waves you can see in the waves bundles. So yeah, you won't obviously be able to select all of them.
Yeah, so they basically are single box
they're
expansions.
Single box.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas the individual box, obviously, you know, they're separate boxes. Also, we have these promo models that they're all here, and you can also select an additional promo model. Obviously, you won't be able to select the exact promo model you want because there'd be way too many options. It's game found necessary. Well, it unfortunately doesn't have that functionality, which would let you, select this option, this additional option, and also choose which promo model you want.
Okay.
But if you just want the new then just select this option, and then just select the promo model you want to receive here.
That makes sense.
Yep.
So everything seems to be working. So let's go through the questions. More questions from the comment.
We have a couple more.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks for the response, guys. The UK option is there, but it says excluding Northern Ireland in the drop-down list. Name pronunciation is right. Maybe I'll send an email. Okay, interesting. It's possible something was changed during the campaign. We'll have to look into that, and
we'll look into it.
Yeah.
But send an email just to remind us to actually go into this one and check that one. Yeah.
Any chance of upgrades set for backers of FOA, Fields of Eternia? So we can reuse our painted models. We have a... Okay, so in this case, I don't think it'd be possible because... Well, the miniatures are made of a different material, and the bases are also different because they're meant to show the direction you're facing. And they're also a different scale, I believe.
Yeah.
But a strict upgrade set, so I'm assuming he's referring to just like the game without any miniatures? Without any sprue miniatures. Is that in the plans, or is that planned, or it would probably be too difficult to
it will be extremely difficult to actually do that because there is lots of different content, and we would have to have like a separate element or separate pack for all the backers.
Yeah, it would double the amount of products that we have to store.
Exactly, but
different products, of course.
In general, if you have your painted miniatures, what you would have to do is, let me just switch the camera for miniatures. Can you just switch quickly for me, please? So there's a small difference. I mean, scale doesn't really matter. There's a small scale difference on the miniature, but we have this pimp there, which indicates the direction of the miniatures is facing. So you can paint this one on your base and use your miniatures, painted miniatures. But having like a separate additional pack just with the printed content, it's kind of impossible to actually do at this stage. So you would have to go for everything. You can use your old miniatures from the Fields of Eternia, but you're still going to have to go kind of for everything we have there.
Yeah, again, just a reminder, we're doing this in-house. we don't have the capability of sorting so many different packages and separating them based on if they have miniatures or not. It would be way too much for us.
So the question I have here, excuse me, Alan is asking. I selected the highest option. Do you have everything? All selected waves. You do have everything if you go for all the full pledge. So we will reply to you in the comments. Please, my team, if you can have a look, just reply that yes. What does the returning backer? You have here, so Szymon mentioned this one already. You have here the priority backer, which means you're gonna get something from us additional if you're actually going to join us. Right. Okay. You can go through.
Yeah.
When the project is expected to ship? This is a good question, I think.
Yeah, so we have the shipping date. I believe we should have it on our website now when the campaign launched. It should be somewhere in shipping and additional info. Amazing. Like I'm literally just lightly scrolling and it's just random the amount that it scrolls. It's truly amazing. A timetable. Let's slowly scroll. Okay, there we go. So right here we have the timetable. So the pledge manager, it's going to open on the 16th of July, and legacy shipping. So if you add that add-on into your pledge, legacy shipping splits your shipment into stuff that we've already produced, so we're ready to ship it immediately, and the stuff that we're still making that's new and unique to this campaign.
Exactly. So if you're interested about the legacy shipping, which is here, you may find this one. So every single project which got this tag in there, and in general we have a full list of this product. So this everything could be shipped to you just this year, still this year. Everything else which needs to be manufactured and still gonna be on, you know, on the pipeline for the release, is gonna be next year.
Well, not just this year, right? It's actually not too far away.
Yeah, not too far away. It's just basically
legacy shipping 21st of August. So
August, yeah, because it's made in here in house. We don't have to wait for
2 months.
Yeah, we don't have to wait for anything to be made and manufactured just like abroad. We're just gonna be pack your stuff and ship it out to you. So this project is actually being, you know, kind of reprint, but it's made here, and then on top of that, yeah, with some additional content. But everything which is additional content will be pushed for the next year, by the way. Yeah. This is, by the way, if you're going to select any
it's slightly maybe not visible because of the
sorry, yeah.
bar, yeah.
But if you select the stretch pay, obviously we're going to have to wait for you to fulfill the stretch pay in order to actually get your pledge fully sent out to you. Okay.
Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. Who painted your minis?
No, these minis I showed, this is painted by the professional painter from Spain, I believe. So all credit to him. I don't have my own painted miniatures yet. Once I retired, I'm gonna spend all my retirement time on painting miniatures, because like a shoe and shoemaker always have like holes in the shoes. Same stories here. We make models, miniatures, and I don't have time for enjoying them at all. But I was slowly getting there, because this is the best way to relieve some stress, in my opinion, to spend some time painting miniatures. Yeah.
Wise words.
Hardest part of this is having to choose.
Yeah, I'm so excited that it's finally available on this side of the pond. Yeah.
Finally, I'm here as well. Here as well. I remember when we grabbed that license for the first time and we only find out it's only for Europe. It was like, yeah, but this game deserves to be worldwide. You know, this license, yeah.
Why is it VAT within the EU? I thought this was a Polish company. Yeah, you will still have to pay VAT to the government, regardless of, you know... the difference is that you're not paying... You're in the same customs union, but you still have to pay money to the government for any purchases you make. So it's not like you don't have to pay customs or duties on anything you order. So it'll just come straight to you once you order it, but you will still have to pay VAT. Usually in some campaigns, this VAT is immediately included in the price. But with GameFound recently changing their systems, all campaigns are now done this way. So you have to pay the VAT in at checkout.
Yeah, just to a little bit of accounting here. Let me put my accounting hat there. So we are registered for VAT because of the size of the business, obviously, in every single country, EU country, which means we pay VAT to your own country, by the way, right? So that's what it is. That's what it is. We pay VAT to your own country.
So Nice says, can't add all the promos on the Captain's Pledge. Yeah, so the Captain's Pledge, it's mainly it's there for all the people that have already purchased all the newest stuff and are all up to date to the most recent expansion. It's there for the returning backers, the veterans. So you won't be able to add all of the promo models, but you can still add them as add-ons if you really want to receive them. I'd say they're priced relatively cheap for what they give.
Yeah. So in general, on the project page, we have add-ons list. So here is the add-on list, and you have to add them separately. These models, you have to add them separately if you want any specific one which is not in there, which you can do by, if you select your pledge. Let me just show you how to do it. If we go for the Captain Pledge, this is the Captain Pledge. Add to your pledge, and then confirm, right? I'm correct. And then you have additional bits you can buy. So you can what other users added, and you may either ask those things, continue browsing, and then add things which you have here. So let me select that one, add to my pledge, because I want that miniature. Yeah, and then you're submitting your pledge and such. So there's a way to actually get everything, but not. It's here on the list. You can see that. You don't see that because my face is showing there, and there's no windows.
That's fine. I think he understands now.
Yeah, but just in case, a little bit of explaining how the pledges work.
Well, we're almost an hour in.
Yeah, Martin is right. We brought a huge printer and developed this Prismacast tech just to avoid painting his minis by himself. That's why we did it. It's a master plan. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't want to paint my minis, so the machine will do that for me at some point.
Yeah, but then you have to pay the higher price of the promos and not the advertised $10 US. Yeah, so the $10 US for the promo, it's only available within the Captain Pledge. It's not something that you can just add on an unlimited amount of times. It's something that's just completely unique to the Captain Pledge if you want to receive one additional mini. Because I believe one of the most recent models, not everyone had the chance to grab it in time. So you can either just get all the newest stuff, and also that one promo model that you might have missed, or just the newest stuff that's revealed for the first time in this campaign.
Yeah. You mentioned that within the Captain Pledge there are not all promos.
Yeah, so not quite. The Captain Pledge itself, when you go to select the promos here, all the promo models are here. It's just that this optional buy, you can only select King Hiss here. But if you just want to select any other promo, then all the promo models, all 6 of them, are right here. I believe that should be all of them.
Yep.
Yeah, the optional buy only has this promo model.
Yeah.
I believe the optional buy is also well, unfortunately, we don't have.
No. You're gonna ruin this.
I'm not ruining anything. I'm just checking if I can expand it. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't see the graphic from here. But it's available if you, I believe, if you click on the Captain Pledge here. Yep. So yeah, right here, you can just grab. It's just this promo model that you can get for $10. Sorry, just got here. I'm from the US, going all in. Will there be more in the future? Definitely. We do have plans to release more content in the future. In the USA specifically, I believe it will be available through an Amazon store. I believe that's the current
as well,
yeah.
And through a your stores as well, local gaming stores. So we're going full steam ahead in terms of USA. So it's gonna be much more in the content in the future. We've been supporting this game for almost 2 years, and we plan to support for at least another 3 or 6 years. I mentioned 3 years because we just signed a contract for another 3 years. But Mattel is extremely happy with us in terms of our delivery, in terms of what we do for them, and in terms of our contract liabilities. So I don't see any problem with Mattel extending for another 3 years, so at least 6, maybe even 9 years. And we do have a lot. There is still a lot of content for this game to be released. We counted around about 350 miniatures at least. Yeah, would be there.
Look at that.
126.
Another stretch goal just reached.
Yeah. So scrapyard terrain. So additional terrain, which means they also actually should come with the additional rules for this. Let's click on that one. Yes. 5 terrain pieces, but it doesn't mention about the rules.
Yeah, but there will be additional rules for this terrain as well.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Maybe we have some comments here.
Can we maybe get a neoprene map, please? Not with this campaign, and probably not in the near future either, until we're able to make them ourselves.
Yeah.
Because it's just too many problems, as some backers from 5 may tell you.
Yeah.
I think you need to do a mechanic with interchangeable extending neck would be a proper stretch goal. That's an idea.
Mechanic.
Will there be more characters and expansions coming in the future and available to the US backers? I would like a game to have the complete roster. So far, you have several that other games don't have, but also many characters missing. Yeah, I believe these releases will go straight to retail. There won't be another campaign, probably?
No, I don't think so. This is only release campaign, so we wanted to release this game through the game found to you. But that's the best way of actually building the audience to start with. I mean, we're gonna have like maybe 6, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 backers from United States, which means it's gonna be good a community to actually find and play the game. We fully committed to support this game for years to come, as we did in the last couple of years. And yeah, there's gonna be much more releases. So this campaign will take us to wave number 11, which is planned to release first to you and then into retail in the next quarter, the first 2 quarters of next year, which means then starting from the next last 2 quarters of the next year, you will see more content for this game dedicated release. So once you got your stuff in January, I think we're going to be shipping in January, much faster than the clock says there, or calendar says there, but we always give us a little bit of this this time just in case if something happened, like might happen. But in general, yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, you're gonna get in January. You have a time to actually enjoy all this content of all those 11 expansions, and then before you finish, enjoying and playing and getting the game up and running and understanding the game, you will start seeing new stuff coming at the Amazon store and such. Yeah. I have almost everything from the tail. Do I choose the captain page to get just new stuff, please? Yes.
Yeah. So I definitely see this question for the about repeating. We will have to probably answer this quite a few times.
We have to pay VAT. It's a simple. We pay VAT for you. We charge a VAT and then we pay that VAT to your government.
You pay VAT on everything you purchase. Yeah. It's just not visible when you go and buy a candy bar at your local frog shop in Poland.
And the way we needed to do it this time around is basically make a project which is VAT-less and then charge the VAT, because we have to pay to each of the individual countries separate VAT. So, and it's different. In Poland, VAT is 23%. In Germany, it's 19% and such. So, if we charge a net price, this means some people will be having different prices basically. and that was the kind of problem. So we needed to do net, and then gross is basically with VAT. So this means you pay VAT at checkout. Yeah, which is dedicated to your country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's have a look.
Now give me a mini of Prince Adaman. Is that supposed to be Gringer? Or Gringer? Okay, whatever. Maybe we'll have to ask. Hi, a few years ago I backfilled of Eternia with the He-Man and Battlecat add-on. Is this promo exactly the same thing? Same scale, content, same color? Or is it worth buying in this context? Yeah, so the miniatures are different. Obviously, you know, made with hard plastic at our factory, so much more durable, more detailed. The He-Man is more handsome as well.
That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't have the same content. The promo model for He-Man, it has the content for Battleground. So if you want to use it, then you will probably have to purchase the promo model.
Yeah.
Just placed my Captain Pledge. Took me a little to figure out how to add the extra promos. Who knew that I just had to scroll down? Looking forward to the rest of the campaign. Really hyped. Yeah, I'll probably have to let people know in the updates that, hey, even if you purchase the Captain Pledge, you can still purchase the promo models if you miss them. So yeah. How do the minis released as stretch goals, such as Mossman and hopefully more, fit in the future retail release plan? Will they be part of future waves?
Yes, that's correct. They're going to be part of the future waves. The team already constructed this one that way, that you will say a wave pack releases. So you get them for free at the moment because they're part of the stretch goals. But they're going to be in a separate boxes, not individual miniatures obviously, but they're going to be group up to the specific box and then release. As I mentioned, on this campaign is wave number 7. But if we unlock everything we have on our list, it will take us to wave number 11. So effectively, you're going to get about at least 4 waves for free, which is a big deal, in my opinion, yes.
I have a question. Why didn't you collect any feedback from players on what to change or improve? I'm pretty sure we do. Do we not?
We do. I mean, we collect the best way to actually... I mean, nowadays we have this feature, but the best way to actually collect the feedback from you is to basically post the feedback on the Board Game Geek. And,
yep. In the forums.
In the forums, exactly. So we have, like, Jacek, he keeps checking the Board Game Geek on daily basis to see whether we have some improvement and such, you know, ideas and such. So that's the one way. The other things which I mentioned about the new feature, there's a way of contacting our playtesting group, and not only playtesting, designing team as well. So what does it mean? If you get send email, if you select to send email to designing team, our designing manager will gonna get the email and then dedicate that email to somebody who is responsible for the project. So in this situation, Jacek will gonna get that email. So drop the suggestions. We're always going to be quite happy about, you know, moving ahead, yeah, with it. Always for free, Satream. Yep, here you have. Here you have.
How many stretch goals are there? I don't know.
40?
Maybe. I mean, you know, as always,
50?
If we run out, then we will likely have to add more, as we have done in the past.
As we always run out, we kind of always run out of stretch goals. Yeah.
No, I'm getting flashbacks to like our previous DNL campaigns, especially for caves. That was an experience.
It is. It's always, you know, we always go beyond and above in terms of stretch goals. Whenever we see there is a trend of going up, we will just add you more stuff. And yeah, and if you have some suggestions about the stretch goals, what you would like to see there in the campaign, just drop the comment on the on the main board or here even, and we're definitely going to take that in the consideration, right? Have a look. Maybe we have some question on the page. So let's refresh the page. Let's see the numbers where we are. By the way, so in terms of project 135, amazing. We just made like 105,000 more than the funded goal. Cool, great.
Already passed a certain campaign.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's have a look. What questions we have here now? Well, I was considering backing this game, but since I live in Romania and this country is not available on the delivery list, I'll have to pass. Yes, this is unfortunate. We will definitely look into, the possibility of delivering to these countries, because there's a lot of countries in Europe where we unfortunately can't deliver, but we definitely would like to. So we'll have to look into it if it's possible in the future. Is there an option to add the plastic tokens in the pledge? Yes, you can. You just have to look into the add-on section. Is there any specific reason the champion tokens are locked behind the all-in? Are they otherwise used for OP support or some other special reason? I'm pretty sure they're just purely cosmetic. Are they not?
They are. I mean, yes. We instead of paper tokens, you get like the plastic ones. So we just made them, add them in that way. We couldn't fit them in a box, in the core box, and we wanted to go for, if you really wanted, like, add additional level of quality to your game, and even paint your tokens, because there was actually, I think the original idea was coming to actually have them for the champion tokens, just normal champion tokens. You in them, you replace your board game, but your board game tokens. So what we did that as additional now by. There was a requirement, but lots of people was asking, well, look, I'm not going to be taking part in the tournaments, but I still want to have those tokens. So that's why we always listen to you, and we just make them kind of available for you. If you're watching this and you own the fence, go for it. Yeah, that's for sure.
Obviously, we're gonna obviously, support our game. But yes, yeah. Totally unbiased opinion. Go get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a question in Spanish. Why is the price in dollars the same as in euros? $99 in exchange does not equal 99 euros.
So the exchange rate in general is set by a payment company here. So it's not like we go for exchange rate which is available for current as of today, because the exchange rate is kind of locked, and I think it's locked at the beginning of the month and goes across the entire month, and then again. And this is how the game fund works. So this stage we are unable to do anything. We cannot change that. Yes.
Yeah, so he also refers to how VAT makes it more expensive. This is not necessarily the case. You will still, even with VAT, it will still be cheaper to get it through the Game Fan campaign.
Yep. And plus you have tons of additional content here, so yeah.
Yeah, content that usually isn't available, like the promo models.
Exactly.
So for the same price that you could buy the core game right now, you also get 2 additional promo models that you can choose from. USD to Euro is not 1-to-1 exchange rate in the campaign. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what that comment was about then. Amazing campaign. Hopefully a Skytree stretch goal comes up. Yeah, we'll have to see. As maybe like a dice tower. We'll have to see.
Oh, the one dice tower is available, right?
I mean, another dice tower though for Skytree.
Oh yeah.
So now you guys can only ship to USA and New Zealand, but not Portugal. Yes, there are still, unfortunately, again, some countries where we cannot ship to, even if they are in Europe. It's just select countries in Europe: USA, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia.
Yeah, it's kind of weird the way it is structured currently in terms of actually license, and European actually is European, because European itself is divided into several regions. And yeah, that's what it is. So we have like kind of almost all regions in the EU, but not all of them. It's crazy, but that's what it is. I think even if the put game found to Euro, the campaign still shows USD. You can select Euro for pen. That's correct. I mean, this campaign is in United States dollars.
Yeah, just to make it easier for all the new US backers that are coming in.
Exactly.
For the first time.
But then you can click on, pay in the in euros and select the payment in euros, so you can select in your own currency. Mm-hmm. However, as I mentioned, the exchange rate is locked to the payment company rather than actually what is available now on the market. Yeah.
Well, another dice tower would be great. I only have 1 dice tower now, and I don't let anyone else use it.
It's my precious dice tower.
$1 million stretch goal big box. I think we're gonna have to. not go for that one, for that suggestion. There's so many problems with the big box. I don't know. Especially, we're not able to make the big box ourselves here. We'd have to hand make it, and God forbid, that would take way too long.
I'm not saying no.
I don't know.
I'm gonna throw my team again.
No, please,
You know.
please. The issue with the big boxes as well is it gets damaged a lot more often than regular boxes. Like if I look at the requests coming through for our current campaign, the one we're delivering right now for Heroes, about I'd say 90% of damaged boxes are just the big box, and the rest are just like the regular boxes. And usually the package is very damaged too.
Yeah, but package is damaged because the game is extremely heavy. It's like 14 kilograms.
No, but I'm referring to if the boxes are separately
Right.
and the package is very damaged. That's usually the only case where the smaller boxes are damaged. Whereas the big box, very often you get all sorts of creases and slight damages all over the box. And yeah, so I'm not sure about that one, but you know, we'll have to see. Any chance of getting King, Randall, and Queen Marlena? Well, maybe not in this campaign. Maybe in the future.
I don't think in this campaign yet.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
But as we mentioned, we're gonna be expanding this game, and it's gonna grow. It's going to grow even more in the next few years.
Yeah, Snake Mountain for Dice Tower also an option. We've actually discussed this internally as well. It was a potential reward for this campaign. So, you know, we'll have to see in the Pledge Manager maybe. Yeah.
Okay, right. So, an hour and 16 minutes should be slowly packing up.
Yeah, we can start wrapping up.
It's 140,000. That's great. If you're still having some questions, please drop them. We're gonna be happy to answer them. It's been extremely long day, as you can see by our faces and our voices.
I'm just like this. I'm just unemotional.
Oh, okay.
Just ignore me.
Okay, and okay. So question is, I was wondering about the length of the campaign. Is it a bit short? I mean, 14 days campaign. This is just like normal campaign for us. We've been doing those campaigns like 14 days campaigns for all over, you know, quite a long time now. The trend and at the moment in the game found and in general in the game found and as well as the crowdfunding is actually to extend the campaigns to 21. But we still kept like 14 days for this campaign. We might be thinking about the other future campaigns to extend it for 21 days. We will see. We will see. Just because it's kind of a little bit now, it requires a little bit long time now to get people engaged with the campaigns. Always throw my MMMs.
Will there be another stream within the campaign?
Yeah, we're planning have mid campaign, right?
Mid campaign stream, maybe, possibly.
Yes.
I haven't been made aware, but possibly, yeah.
But definitely end of the campaign.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. Unfortunately, I'm flying on Friday. I'm flying to USA. I'm going to be there for the next week or so, which means I'm back on the next week Sunday, which just a few days before the campaign finish, and then I need to recover from jet lag, just 1 day or 2 days, and I'm gonna be at work probably straight away anyway. But I'm gonna be on the end campaign. But mid campaign, yes, I would like you with Jakub and to run the mid campaign, just to do recap what we actually unlocked, what's the plan for the next couple of days of the campaign. Yes.
Maybe we can expect you to cosplay as He-Man and Skeletor. That's definitely an idea.
I don't have a six-pack. More like a Skeletor. I mean, look at me. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not much better, but you know, maybe in the future.
Yeah.
You could get one of those. There are those like costumes. You know, you could get like a fake six-pack. You know,
Oh,
just
right
put it
then.
on you.
Right then, yeah, I could, but not like a human. I'm not blonde. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Maybe some more questions. If you have some other questions, maybe you can move there.
I was wondering if there are any new scenarios aside from the ones found in the Battleground book available.
I was wondering there are new scenarios inside of the ones found in the Battleground book available. Big fan of your game, by the way. This is question actually to Jakub. Maybe we have some new scenarios to be unlocked, but this the number of the scenarios we have in this game, especially with the big box, not big box, the large boxes, the releases is actually quite a lot. So, but as I mentioned, we plan to support this one. There's also idea for live support in slightly different way. So, which I mentioned to Jakub and our team. The point when we a little bit have more time, because at the moment the team is additionally busy with new Heroes of Might and Magic expansions. But once we finish those, we're gonna move back to live supporting all of our games, and you may expect just some additional content to be released as a PDF, which allow new missions, new way of playing, new additional rules and such. So that would be post-campaign. That's what I want to do. But Jakub also mentioned here that some booklet is coming in the campaign, so you may expect some bits and bobs.
Now that you're hitting the US, how does someone go about being a tournament organizer? Yes, you can reach out to us through our contact email, or more specifically through the retailer contact form that's on our website. So yeah, that will get you in touch with our sales team.
Yeah, I think about the Northern Ireland, we're gonna have to have this one unlocked as well, so you're gonna be able to pledge. But we should be available. I mean, I'm just looking at the comments. Our chatbot, the company chatbot, that it should be. So we will see. You should be able to pledge now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what it is. What else? What else? Maybe it was our oversight slightly.
You have to assemble the miniatures and glue them together. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
It's part of the fun.
It is part of the hobby. But easy assembly, so there's nothing like complicated stuff. Our team knows what to do and how to put those things in order not to be painful. Are there any plans to release new maps to play on aside from the Legends of Eternia and the main set? Yes, that's what I just mentioned a few seconds ago. The live support of this game should be in full steam at least by the end of this year or with the beginning of the next year, when the team's got more time to move into that. But the live support, what I've noticed, I think the live support nowadays, it seems to be extremely important. It's slightly different than used to be in the past. In the past, people were, all the games were just releasing like, a content every quarter. And I think we should be live supporting this game on monthly basis and have some content, at least small content, PDF content, new missions, new map packs, a new way of playing, maybe some co-ops missions and such, yeah?
Assembling the minis and sniffing glue is one of the best parts of the game. Can confirm.
Yeah.
How many waves are possible in the future? We'll see. If you guys keep supporting the game, we'll keep releasing content, I think, right?
How many waves are possible in the future? I mean, I can tell you exactly what's the minimum number of waves we will do, because as I mentioned, we just have the contract for another 3 years. Mm-hmm. This wave will take us for the next year, so we're gonna have at least 1.5 years of new common releases. That's minimum every quarter. That's 4, 5, 6 minimum 6 additional waves after this campaign. So 11 will take us to wave number 19, maybe wave number 20. Before we just gonna go out and sign the contract again and carry on releasing waves. So that's the minimum. That's the minimum. Yeah. Yeah, live support seems to have gotten big. Exactly. 3 months of no new releases in some other games have the people get nervous or temporarily leave the game, which is insane by the... Exactly. Exactly. So I've seen that trend. I'm looking at the, I'm also a huge wargamer, and I spend some time, well, when I don't have a time for assembling miniatures, but at least I spend time on watching what's happening in the wargaming industry. So that's one of the things which lots of company missing at the moment, and they going back into it. So we have to do it exactly the same. Not the same. We have to do it, and then they will probably follow. Yeah. It doesn't require much, to be honest. It requires somebody who is fully dedicated for the game and then carry on releasing stuff. So between normal miniatures releases and such, some additional PDF content. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you know of more YouTubers putting up gameplay videos in support of this campaign?
There is a full list of YouTube videos. I believe we're gonna get. What's the Pathfinder logo? I haven't seen that.
It's if you help GameFound with suggestions.
Oh, okay.
I asked them for it, but you know, we'll have to see.
There will be more. I believe there should be some coming up today. There will be something coming up almost every odd day of the campaign. So the more is gonna come on the YouTube. So you will see more and more.
Hmm.
Okay, I think we're gonna be finishing. It's 1 hour and 25 minutes in the stream. We're running out of batteries. I'm guessing. So
I mean, I'm fine, but my legs are just slowly giving up on me. So
we are at $147,000. Thank you very much for your support. We still got 14 days to go to see how this one finish. A great result, and yeah, watch for the more content to be unlocked then. So what else there? Is anything else to that? Have more questions?
That should be everything from me.
Okay, that will be all for today. Thank you again for your support, and
thank you for joining. Thank you for coming by.
Exactly, and we will see you. You're gonna see them halfway campaign. I'm gonna see you at the end of the campaign.
Yep.
Thank you again, and
thank you. Bye.
We're gonna show our faces just for a few seconds more, because apparently, if I click that button, it will cut the campaign. Not the campaign. They will cut the stream straight away.
Okay, we have to.
And yeah. After
he's rambling again.
Okay, let's see that now, because